Hello everyone. Today in this video we will see how we can create multi-vendor e-commerce website using More Customers app. First of all, what is multi-vendor website? Okay, multi-vendor website or a store is a platform where third-party vendors come to sell in one place. In simple terms, we can say that it is a big shop that contains various small shops that are run by individual sellers. Okay, to make it more relatable to you, think of like it is a small mall that is owned by you that delivers to people's home. Okay, but you are not the manufacturer or you are not having the products. Okay, so your small mall contains many small shops. Okay, the responsibility of running each of the shop which lies with the individual shop owner itself, like packaging, placing the products and everything. But what you are having the authority is like managing the store, seeing whether the store is running properly or not. So this is what a multi-vendor e-commerce website exactly looks like. Okay, now we will see how we can use this multi-vendor website through the More Customers app. Here in plugins section, if you have already purchased the vendor module, you can see there is a plugin section called add a vendor accounts on your store. So this needs to be purchased by you. When you purchase this, you can see here the manage vendor section. Okay, we will just click over here. Now here you can see I have already created 3 vendors. When you have just added this module to your store, this page will be blank and no vendor will be there. Okay, so you'll have to click over here, add vendor. Here you need to put the details of the vendor. Let's say I'm putting the details. Okay, you need to mention the country code, the mobile number, the email address. Okay, so now you can see there is a status of active and inactive. Okay, this will be like more useful for you after you are creating the vendor. So by default, as of now, it will be active only. In future, if you want that vendor to get inactivated from your store, so you can click on that. Okay, now these are the details given to me by the vendor, the mobile number, the email address and the name. So now I will generate the password for the vendor so that I can share it to him and he can manage these two. Okay, here you can see the generate password button. I will click over here. The password is generated from the system. Now we will click on the I icon and here you can see the password. We need to share this password to the vendor so that he can manage the store, he can add the products and he can manage the orders also. Okay, so this is done. We will just click on save and continue as we will like manage the permission also for the vendor. So I'll just click on save and continue. Okay, the vendor has been created successfully. Now we will go to the vendor permission section. Here there are two permissions the vendor is getting is manage catalog, under which he will get the permission to add the products. Okay, and the second one is to manage the orders and returns. Okay, so for the products which he is adding, if he gets any order for those products, he'll be notified on the store and he can manage that particular orders also. Okay, so here as of now I'm giving the permission for both the things. Whenever you want to give any permission, you just need to turn on this radio button. Okay, if you don't want to give permission for the orders, you can like let it stay off. But right now I'm giving both the permissions so that you can see the module. So I'm just turning on this also. I'll go to the vendor details and I'll just update it. Okay, so this was the vendor which I have just recently added. You can see I'm having this details over here. Okay, now the vendor has been created. I'll just copy this number. Okay, now I will show you how we can log in as the vendor. Okay, so we will just log out from our store. This is the admin store. Now we will go to the vendor store. The URL will be the same for the admin as well as the vendor. Only the login details will change. Okay, so you need to share the URL with the vendor, the email ID or password and the mobile number also. Okay. Okay. And we will share the password also. Okay. So now we are logging as the vendor. Here you can see I have logged in. So this is will be the dashboard for the vendor. Here he can manage the catalog where he can see the products, where he can manage the products, he can add the products. And here this is the orders and return section where right now we are having only order section. Okay, so we will now add the product as a vendor for a demo. Okay, here you can see there are no products, but yes, he can see the count of the product which is given to him. Okay, so to add the product, we will follow the same procedure which we are having. We can add the multiple products or we can add the single product also. So I'll just show you how the vendor can add the product. Okay, I'll just pick any image from here. Okay, save it. Okay, so here I am keeping the product name as okay, the category and the subcategory has to be created by the admin. Okay, then only the vendor will be able to select what category he wants to. Okay, so I'm just keeping it in a test category. Here I have already created a testing. Okay, the vendor can mention the price of the product. Okay, he can put the discount also. Product tagging can also be done. Suppose if you I want to show the products on my store vendor wise, like in as we have tag wise product, so I can mention the ask the vendor to add the product tags so that we can show it accordingly on the store. Okay, the product description has to be here. Okay, here they can add the minimum product quantity and the maximum product quantity, and they save and continue. Now here in edit product section, we are having more details like variant and inventory. The vendor can add the variants, they can add the inventories. Okay, they can set up the courier charges, whichever we are having. They can mention the specifications also. Okay, and the ratings and review after the product is purchased. So these all details can be done. We will just click on update. This needs to be marked active. Okay, you can like guide upon all these settings which you are having to the vendor so that it will be easy for them to manage the store. Okay, so right now you can see here that I have added my product. I will just show you on my website whether the product is updated or not. Okay, so here you can see the product has been updated on the store. Okay, this is the product which we have just added. Test product by vendor foo. Okay, so the product has been updated. Now if any of the customer is like ordering you the product, okay, so the order will be visible in your store also. Suppose if I am placing a demo order over here. And I'll just sign up for the order. This is my product which I have placed. So if any customers comes to the panel and he orders you, so We will just directly click on buy now. We will complete the order process from here. Confirm and continue. They can select okay whatever they want. Suppose if I'm going for manual payment, and I'll just confirm the order. So here the order is confirmed. We will go to the order section, and here I can see my order. Okay, here I can see my order. I can download the invoice from here. Okay, I can update the status from here. I can change the status from here also, like dispatch, cancelled by the owner, or delivered. So this will be automatically reflected to the admin side as well. Okay, so now I'll show you how we can see the same details on the admin side. Here one vendor cannot be able to see any of the products or any of the orders of the another vendor. Only the admin is having the authority to see all the orders, to see all the products. So now here I will log in from the admin side. Okay, so first I'll show you how the product will look here. Here you can see I have just added this product. Okay, you can see the vendor name. Here is a different vendor who has added the product. So there is a column of vendor name from where you can see like this product has been updated by which of the vendors. Okay, we have given the filter also. Here you can select the vendor name, and you can see like what all products he has updated. Okay, so this is the thing. And for checking the orders also, you can click on order, as you will also get a notification on the store. Here you can see there is a order, the vendor name can be seen like, okay, and same filter is there to see all the orders whichever the vendor has been like he is getting from the store. So now when we click on the view button here, we will be able to see the vendor name and the order details as the vendor is also able to see. We can also change the status from here after coordinating with the vendor. Okay, so this is the way how we can create a multi-vendor website. We can gather many of the vendors on our store and we can start selling.